we go. So,
Okay.
tell me your name and what year you
My name is Josh Avalos. I'm a freshman here at GCU. So it's actually a pretty funny story. I was at my friend Judah's birthday dinner. We were waiting outside of Texas Roadhouse, waiting to get a table, and was talking with him and a couple others who have been through DMU, and I didn't know. They just knew that they had a group together or whatever, and they were talking about getting people for their group, and they looked at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Join our group." And I was like, "Okay, let's do this." I was thinking it was just going to be a regular Bible study, meet once a week, go over a chapter or two, and then pray, whatever, and be done. But went to that informational meeting, and boy, when they played the first video and was like, "Oh yeah, I've been addicted to masturbation," I was like, "Wow, okay, it's this kind of group. All right." Um, but I stuck through it. I'm like, I need to get through this because I was dealing with porn and masturbation, and I didn't have any healthy ways to cope with it. So I was like, this is what I need, and God put me here for a reason. So went through it, and it was a really great experience. Just getting to meet new people and having a fighting partner who I could open up to and like be open to and vulnerable to was a great thing and a blessing. I've been struggling with porn and masturbation since about middle school, maybe even a little bit earlier before that, in the tail end of elementary. And it was something that I really just kept to myself because I had grew up in a Christian home and it was very much a big no-no, obviously. And my parents were very sticklers about the rule. And I was a good kid growing up and very much that good church boy that everybody expects. And so I wanted to keep that image out. So it was something that I kept within myself for years. And it was a struggle. Definitely grew some bad habits out of it. Just not talking about any emotions or feelings that I was going through. I built up a lot of walls and insecurities around myself. But just being here in GCU and away from all the people in my past and who have seen me through dark times and being able to not create a new image of myself, but like start over, in a sense, it was a way that felt a little bit of an eye opener. And I thought, okay, well, I'm at a Christian university. I should stop masturbating and jacking off and watching porn and all that. But the habit continued, got really bad, and was still keeping it to myself. I'd like say I had like an addiction, or like if people asked like what I needed prayer for, but I was never upfront about it. And it all changed when that at the informational meeting and that first meeting with my group, because we had our group was we decided to give our testimonies right away, first day, and I was like, oh God, what am I gonna do? Like, I've never thought this through, and like I was like, what am I doing? I need to leave. I need to get out of here. But I just once I shared my testimony, it felt like a burden had been lifted because it wasn't something that I was hiding in myself anymore, and it was something that I had other people to get through. It was interesting at first. I didn't know the feeling that it was. I was like, this is new. This is something that I've never been through before. But I've come to realize after reflection and like praying and going through the steps of freedom that it was a sense of relief. Just knowing that I wasn't the only one, the only person going through what I was going through and had the struggles that I had, while also trying to keep my faith and try to be the best, child of God that I could be, but still having this like when I was alone and but to myself having this crippling addiction. It was very relieving, and like I said, it felt like a burden had been lifted and allowed me just to be more open and get to the point where I am now, where I can say that I'm free, and just being able to know and understand how to deal with my addiction and how to stop it right at the beginning, right when it starts, to repent and to turn from it and not just go into that cycle of do it, confess, do it, repent, do it, repent. And definitely very freeing, and I'm grateful for the experience I've had here. I knew that we were going to have the retreat. Obviously, I knew that it was going to be out somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and that was kind of about it. I knew we would like have a little bit of it, or we would talk through the steps, but I figured it was just be kind of like okay, half of the day or like for a couple hours, we're just gonna go over the steps, and then we're gonna do fun and games the rest of the time. And I mean, yeah, there was moments where we were out just goofing off in between meals and before lessons and whatever. But Saturday, just having a whole day just dedicated to dissecting each and every step with my fighting partner and to be able to really dive deep, but also like have God speak to me and also like bring up memories that are things that I didn't even realize that I had been struggling with or going through. Was very eye opening. I also loved on Friday night when we came. We had the rowdy worship. It was something that I had not really been a part of, but as soon as everybody was slamming the chairs to the side and jumping up and down, I was like, "Let's go! Like let's do this!" I was very excited. I had a lot of fun, and I'm just grateful for this, and I can't wait to do it again. This is my first group, and I've just been changed so much and blessed that I'm gonna be. I'm looking forward to leading next semester with Andrew. Great guy. He's one of the main ones that pushed me to actually come to this group and to this retreat, and so I'm grateful to share with him next year. Well, obviously, right now I'm very excited and kind of like, all right, let's do this. Like, I can't wait to start it. And I know that over time I'm gonna start getting doubts. I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm not good enough to lead. But I know those are just lies that Satan's trying to put into my heart, into my mind. And as long as I just stay active and vigilant with everything, and trust in my fighting partner and trust in my co-leaders and everything, that I'll be successful, and that I'm excited to disciple and bring more people to Jesus and to be free from everything that they've gone through. I feel at peace, being in around at Grand Canyon, and also just like back home in a very modern and so like very big area of LA. It's very much you don't see a lot of trees and natures and all this good stuff, and just being isolated and just in God's creation. So I'm very blessed, and also I got to see snow for the first time, which waking up Saturday morning to seeing just everything covered in white, all the trees and everything, was like, wow, this is awesome, and like just really blessed with seeing God's creation like at its finest moment, and like just nature was amazing. It's been a great experience, but just having gone through this, I'm just looking forward to it again and again in the future. Like it's a fellowship, it's a brotherhood, and just being able to um, have a community where everybody else has gone through the same thing that you have, and it really breaks the silence. And that was the big thing for me, was breaking the silence and loneliness that I'd been through, and that I had been experiencing with my lust and my sin. It's just been a blessing. So if there's one thing I would say, do it. Take the opportunity. But yeah, to take that leap of faith, quite literally, and just take that big step, because it's created new friendships, new close friends and relationships. But also I've allowed myself to discover more about me as a person, me as a child of God, and like just how I can better the kingdom in the future for Him, to glorify God. Lowell said itself that we can hold 200 people here, so hopefully next year we can get that, and then even then to just grow even more, to have a really big community of guys just fighting life together. Will be awesome, and maybe we'd have to get the whole retreat, not just these 2 buildings that we've been in, but all the rest of the retreat and all the camp. So hopefully I'll be, when I'm here before I graduate, I'll be able to see that, and to say that I helped people and brought people into it too will be a big blessing for sure. Going through the steps made me realize that I'm not as tough of a person. Like, I was bawling through some of the steps. I was like, it was very eye opening, and very much like a wow, like I'm so screwed up, but like God's got me through this, and just very excited for what this semester has brought for me and what the future will hold for me. And I'm just so excited that I'll have DMU through this.